Okay, YouTubers, welcome back. I'm just going to walk you through what I've been up to and just the latest update to the installment of my construction project progress. I've had a problem inside the yard since I've created it with two switches. Between the radius and I had problems with the switches, so when in doubt, rip it out. So I just ripped them out, and I've just built two new fast track switches that I'm going to replace. So the yard's kind of in turmoil right now, but it's for the better. And then just moving along, pretty much the same there. I got all the trains are running now, which I'll run the train for you shortly. Just wanted to go through where we're at. Now all the area for the CTC controlled portion is in and working. You can throw all the switches now by the remote, by the handheld controller. This will be the CTC portion. It'll be signaled and such. And then just moving along, we got the Green Bay and Western Diamonds into the small Green Bay and Western yard. There was a small intermodal facility. They had the C-Rest coal yard is going to be on the backdrop, and then just the warehouse spur. And then the curves leading into the staging, I elevated them just a slight. On the last video I said how I'd do that. All I just used was a little wire, one of the feeder wires, and I tucked it underneath the outside rail. Just enough to elevate it, so just looks more prototypical with the trains leaning into the curve. I don't have the rest of this back up, but there'll be a backdrop here, and you're not going to see the train going into the helix. I'll have it hidden with a highway bridge or something to do that. But the helix is in. This is only a 2-turn helix into the staging. That's in play. And then on this side, instead of just having this all hidden, we just made a scene. A friend of mine came up with an idea, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So we made this window, and in this scene right here, you'll have we're going to have a sunset, a sun setting in the background. So what I'll do is the backdrop that you see, I'm going to have another piece in front with the scene on it. We're going to have like a sunset, and what that'll be is between the two backdrops, we'll have a light shining up. So I'll have a red bulb, and that'll give it a sunset effect. So this should be pretty spectacular. So just be a scene. This is the first thing you're going to see when you come into my layout room. So that should be something to see. And then just moving along, staging's in play. I don't have it going all the way to the staging yard, but you can see underneath the track is in. You can see the track goes to the staging yard over to the helix. Now this is in place, so that should be pretty good. So now I'll turn it on. Oh, but first I wanted to explain something. I had a fella ask me just recently, how do I get the what do I do if the switch is not perpendicular to the or parallel to the edge of the layout? How do I get the switch throw to work it? Well, what I do is I just put a brass rod, I router a groove, put the brass rod inside the groove, and just curve it slightly. And then it connects to the ground throw. Pretty simple. But I've decided I'm not going to use the Caboose Industries ground throws anymore. For the price that they are and how godly looking they are, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't want them in the scene of the layout. So I put them all towards the edge. But now I've come up, we're going to use these little slide switches, and I'll be able to power the frogs. And all this is going to be is connected to the edge. I'm going to drill a small hole through the end and have the brass rod go through, the piano wire go through the switch, and this will be on the edge of the layout. Just slide it back and forth. It'll lock the switch in. I'll keep you guys updated how I'm going to do that. And we'll get the remote here, and I'll turn on a train for you. Yeah, I know, it's a CN train. We will have Green Bay and Western trains shortly running. That's just for demonstration purpose. So, there you have it. Train's running. Going into the helix. Going into the staging. This would be the train bound for Chicago. So, anything you want to see, anything you guys want me to show you, let me know and I'll be glad to help. Okay, so keep in tune and stay in touch and we'll show you updates later. Talk to you soon. Bye.